The Friday before Ash Wednesday heralds the start of the world-famous Rio de Janeiro Carnival, where over 2 million people take to the streets to party as only the Brazilians know how. A win on quarter-finals day would edge 4 of our final 8 closer to a party time of their own. Second seed Dominic Thiem would look to avoid any added pressure of being the top player remaining in the draw as he took on Diego Schwartzman, and once the Austrian had the early break in the opener, things were looking pretty comfortable.
No, that's good tennis. It's a lovely little lob from Thiem.
The Argentinian had little to offer this match, and after Thiem took the first set, the second was resembling something of a training exercise.
Oh, turning on the style.
Real hot shot contender. Anytime you pull that off.
At 5-love up, Thiem inexplicably lost focus, and suddenly the world number 51 was giving the Austrian number 1 the jitters.
That's good anticipation from Schwartzman, who was expecting the one back behind. He was waiting for it.
But it was too little too late, and Thiem was able to advance with a curiously up-and-down performance.
Thiem is moving on in Rio. He's into his first ATP semi-final of the year.
Last Brazilian standing, Thiago Monteiro took on a young man in Casper Ruud who has more than justified his wildcard this week, and it was the 18-year-old who raced out of the blocks in the opening set of this one.
Well, I mean, that's so good. Acceleration on that forehand.
After the Norwegian captured the first set, the second was much more keenly contested, with neither man giving an inch.
Yeah, that's big. Good reaction.
Yeah, one of the best points he's played.
And so to the tie-break. The next-gen star was closing in on an unfathomable semi-final appearance.
So cool. Casper Ruud's fairy tale run in Rio continues. An incredible few days for this 18-year-old from Norway.
Fourth seed Pablo Carreno Busta would have to be on top of his game not to be the next victim of the Alexander Dolgopolov whirlwind winning streak. After the Ukrainian had saved 6 of the Spaniards' break points in set 1, the tie-break followed, but the Spanish number 3 kept his eye on the prize.
Yeah, he's got him. He does get the set in the bag in the end. A set that took the best part of an hour.
Another tie-break set in the second this time saw the Buenos Aires champion take control as Dolgopolov went in search of restoring parity.
Such good tennis. Incredible spell of tennis from the man from Ukraine.
But 1.5 tournaments of lights-out tennis was beginning to catch up with the Ukrainian number 1, and in the decider, Dolgopolov simply couldn't go on.
Looks done, doesn't he?
He is. That's sad. After quality of the tennis he played towards the end of the second set.
Earlier in the day, 5th seed Albert Ramos-Vinolas took on Argentina's Nicolas Kicker, who was playing his first ever ATP 500 quarter-final, and in the opening set, that golfing experience at the higher levels was looking all too apparent. In the second set, Kicker's resistance was greater, but under increasing pressure from the Spaniard, the world number 123 buckled once more, and once the 5th seed had the break, it was plain sailing. All in all, a fairly straightforward path to the final 4 for the Spanish number 4.
That was pretty comfortable, really, for Ramos-Vinolas.
So despite somewhat of an early draw decimation in Rio, a mouth-watering semi-final lineup remains for Super Saturday.